That's my motto here. Anyway, I'm recording this. That will be on YouTube. So cool yourself down all the time. So experiment number 4. Of course, I did not consider the ACS videos as an experiment. So as I said, just bear with me. Don't talk to your neighbors. So just 20 minutes, we are done with this. So experiment 4, not 5. In your iCollege, it says 5, but that's including the ACS videos. The ACS videos, no lab. So experiment 4, we'll have to look at the hydrocarbons again. Those hydrocarbons will make for them what? Identification. And we'll learn about some of their, through their physical and through hydrocarbons, through their physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties. Correct, guys? Everybody's following? So, what we'll have here, we'll have 3 hydrocarbons. 3 hydrocarbons. And the 4th one will be your unknown. Your unknown will be one of those 3. One of those 3. So, let's see here. What are those 3 hydrocarbons? Well, we'll have a cyclic. This one here, C6H12. This is because it's ring always with cyclo. And how many carbons? 6 carbons, cyclohexane. Okay, guys? That's cyclic alkanes. This is cyclic what? Cyclic alkanes. Okay, guys? Those 3 students are disappearing, correct? Where are those 3 students in here? In the back? Those 3 students, they were there. Are you in the back? Okay. Maybe I have to check the attendance sheet at the end of the lab. Don't do that for yourself. That's for your own sake, not my sake. When it comes to midterm and the final exam, it's not mine. It belongs to the department. So then, you know, it's very important to attend those labs. The second one is alkenes, cycloalkenes. It has one what? It has 1 double bond. So this is cyclo because it's a ring, but this time not hexane, ENE. Cyclohexene. That's alkene, cyclic alkenes. The third one here is aromatic. That's benzene here, and it has a group here in the top, methyl group. So this group here, this type of structure here, is an aromatic, not cyclic, because it has 3 double bonds. Cyclic if it has 1 double bond or 2, but if it has 3, then it will be aromatic. And this called here toluene. Called what? Toluene. So your unknown will be one of those 3. Your unknown will be what? One of 3. So let's see. The first test you will do here today is to test their physical properties first. So you will have 4 test tubes. 1, 2, 3, and this is number 4. To be consistent, I will add 20 drops. It says 10 drops, but it's up to you. If you want to add 10 drops or 20 drops is 1 milliliter. Let's add 10. Let's be consistent. Add 10 drops. So, add 10 drops of what? The first one here is cyclohexane. The cyclic alkane. The second one here cyclohexene, ENE, that's cyclic alkenes. The third one here, toluene. So 10 drops of each of those compounds, toluene. And the fourth one here, there is an unknown, A, B, C. Choose one. Select one unknown, 10 drops of it. So how many unknowns we have? A or B or C. Select one, only one. And then at the end of the whole lab, you'll be graded on what this unknown is all about. Will be one of them. I have the key from the lab supervisor, and they will tell you if you have correct. You will be graded 10 points for the unknown, 10 points for the unknown, and 90% for the lab right up. So 10%, 10 points is for the unknown. You have to tell me what's your unknown. If you have taken A, what is this A? Is it cyclohexane, hexene, cyclohexene, or toluene? And B or C, one of them. So one of those three here is one of those three here. Okay, so in those 4 test tubes, the first thing here, the first exam is including this one here. You will add 20 drops, 1 milliliter tab water. You'll add what? Tab water to it. So first, the physical one here, add 20 drops H2O, tap. And then you have to record your observation. Are those compounds soluble in H2O or not? It will turn out to be all those are not soluble in polar solvents, such H2O. They are not soluble. I'm telling you the results up front, so you will know there are non-polar compounds. All those three are non-polar. So we are not expecting them to be soluble in H2O. Write your observation. Then you'll dump everything in the waste container in the back with the funnel, the top. The funnel lid is red. So open it and dump the whole thing inside. Nothing inside the sink. Nothing inside the sink. Okay, please, nothing inside the sink. Then the second thing, you'll add another 10 drops. Okay, 10 drops of your, after cleaning up your test tube, if you have some other tests, we'll keep it as there. So the next one is to add, the next test is add 20 drops. 20 drops in the back here, in the back. Are you listening to me, guys? If you don't like whatever you hear, get out. I'm telling you. You have not stopped talking since you came in. If you don't like what you hear, the door is there. You can invite yourself out. Because that's not polite. That's not polite. Add 20 drops of hexane. 20 drops to each of those 4 with your unknown. If you have taken unknown A, you stay with unknown A. So if you have taken A, you stay with A. If you have taken B, you stay with B. If you have taken C, you stay with C. Please. Okay? So with the 4 here, first one cyclohexane, cyclohexene, toluene, and the unknown. Whatever, stay with the same unknown. Then you will add to them 20 drops of hexane. Are they soluble in hexane? Hexane is non-polar. And all those 3 compounds, cyclohexane, and toluene, they are non-polar. So they will be soluble. So I will see there only one layer. But the first thing when I added H2O, the first test, I will see 2 layers because they are not mixing with H2O. Correct? They are not mixing with H2O. So you write your observation. So that's a physical property of those compounds. Those 3 compounds, hydrocarbons, are not polar. They are soluble in non-polar solvents such as hexane, and not soluble in polar solvents such as H2O. Okay, guys, everybody agrees? So the third one, that's now is a physical what characteristics of those hydrocarbons. Let's take now the chemical. So let me take those out. Let me take this out here. Oh, sorry, that's cyclohexane. I'll put it back in. I apologize. So then we have two tests to finish. And then I will do, whenever you are done with everything, we'll do combustion reaction, the last one. So three reaction, just type here. Three type of reaction. So we did the physical reactions with solubility in H2O and hexane. This is cyclohexane. So the first chemical, that's a chemical now. Chemical reactions. So what you will do here in all those four, you filter the same thing: cyclohexane, cyclohexene, toluene, and the fourth one for test tube, your unknown. So you'll add to this is bromine. Bromine, there you'll see. Bromine is a liquid, dark purple liquid. When you add it to all of those, I don't know what will happen to your unknown, but with the cyclohexene, the only one who will have reaction is cyclohexene. With that's toluene, that's no reaction. Cyclohexene, there is a reaction. Cyclohexane is no reaction. So what will happen here, bromine from purple to colorless will be only with cyclohexene. This is cyclohexene with double bond. If you add bromine to it, there will be addition reaction. Then this one here will be looking like this. The bromine will add itself here, guys. Okay? So the only one will react with bromine liquid is cyclohexene with the double bond. The rest, toluene and cyclohexane, no reaction. That's the only one who react. Okay, guys? Everybody agrees? Everybody agrees? Now, with this in mind, you will do the second chemical reaction with potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. The same thing with that's what the bromine. Okay, guys. Second reaction with permanganate. So you take all those four as they are, new set, test tube number 1 is cyclohexane, test tube number 2 cyclohexene, and then toluene and your unknown. Then you will add to them here, number 2 chemical reaction, potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate has a very dark purple color like bromine. What will happen is there will be no reaction with the first one, cyclohexane. There will be no reaction with toluene, no oxidation. I don't know what your unknown will be, but potassium permanganate will react with the double bond again with cyclohexene. Remember, those double bonds are very active, so you react with this, will give you 2 alcohol, dialcohol, so OH, OH. The only thing you react is the one with the double bond. Cyclohexene is the most reactive compound of hydrocarbons among those 3 compounds, correct? So the last one is combustion. So the combustion here, I will do that with the reaction for you. You have to just write the observation, correct? So here it is. I'll take this one here. The last reaction is combustion. So here's the combustion here. You take cyclohexane, cyclohexene, and toluene. You'll burn them with the flame here. And you'll make your observation. So the cyclohexane will burn completely and neatly. So it will give you CO2, H2O, plus heat, energy. The cyclohexane, the same thing, will give you CO2 plus H2O plus heat. However, plus heat. However, when it comes to toluene is aromatic. The aromatic, they don't like to be broken. They resist the reaction with oxygen. They resist the burning out. So you will get CO2 plus H2O plus heat plus carbon. This carbon called soot, S-O-O-T, soot, like the something that is the smoke coming out of the exhaust of the car. That's soot. So you can see the difference. You can see the difference between all those three. When I burn them here, you can see how they react and how the flame is looking like this. So with this in mind, then you can tell yourself and tell me your unknown A, or whatever you have taken, A or B or C, is it cyclohexane, cyclic alkane? It is cyclohexene, cyclic alkenes. It is aromatic toluene. You are telling me what is that. So I have the key from the lab supervisor. I'll give you 10 points for this. If your unknown is not correct, 10 points, you'll get 90 on your lab report. If your unknown is correct, then you'll get hundreds. Okay, guys? Any question? Any question? I'll stop recording here. So let's start with the lab.